If you're homeless, just buy a house.
If you saved $1 a day for a year, do you know how much money you'd have? Roughly $30,000. If you go to a restaurant and you're like, oh, what am I gonna eat for dinner? Like, that's the wrong mindset. You should be thinking, how can I buy this restaurant?
In my day-to-day life, I don't need a man to fix my car. I'll just go to the mechanic.
You know what country the Great Wall of China is in?
Country?
Yeah.
Japanese?
Yes.
If NASA says it's too hot to go to the sun, then why don't we go at night when the sun turns off?
Stupid, I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
What's the place where you should never put your finger?
Wedding ring.
Wow, that might be the smartest answer ever, because marriage is the #1 cause of divorce. And guys, the last thing you want to do is marry a girl like this.
I will give it to the chat that said I'm crazy. Yeah, I'm f***ing crazy and I don't give a f***. How about that?
And dumb.
I'm not dumb. I'm definitely not dumb.
Are you sure?
I'm a 138 IQ. I'm not dumb.
You don't have 138
I do have 130
IQ. You can't count to 138.
What's your favourite position?
So let's say you're lying on your back and then like your legs are out like this.
Right.
And I'm like that. And I'm just like drilling the nani, bruv.
He can definitely do that to me.
Pass, bruv.
Missionary, but with the splits.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
No. If you're flexible enough, I go to the stage 2 of that. So that's stage 1.
Stage 1.
Yeah, so
what
stage 1
2?
is that. Stage 2 then
is
becomes the legs, big man. Yeah. She's feeling me still.
He loves me. You going on the shoulder or?
Big, you're on the shoulder. But then what I do, like I grab the back of your head. Yeah.
I'm actually getting that.
So let's say your legs have gone like this, and they're on my shoulder, so now we're like this, yeah?
Right.
Then I grab the back of your head, and I squeeze you in. So then you're literally just like a MacBook.
Yeah.
Boom, MacBook thing.
I like
right
that.
Right there, bow.
Yes.
Or I like mirrors, I need mirrors. I need mirrors, bruv.
Do you like to watch yourself?
No, I like to watch the gal. I like to pretend it's me, but I'm watching a scene.
So you're watching your own porn?
She's loving this, bruv.
All right, hands up. I'm into that.
Yeah.
Get that.
Big man ting. See?
Yeah,
See, I didn't even really need to touch you, but waterworks, bruv. Big man ting.
I think I'm a bit obsessed with him. What are you doing after this?
Single out
Back
on
to
all digital
mine.
platforms. No way, bruv.
Waterworks, bruv. That should be a new name for a Waterworld theme park. This editor needs a raise, but I'm not gonna lie, these cream gobblers in 304s are destroying and ruining their lives.
What'd you catch? What'd you catch?
Chlamydia.
Heard you want a taste of chase, like a dog on a tree. Turn up the bass, blow up the place.
You understand why guys would have a problem with a woman with a high body count, though?
I think it's insecurity. Do they really want to have a woman that is just a virgin? Because she's not gonna be good and she's gonna have no experience.
They don't need you to be good, though.
That's so boring. Isn't that
It's
boring?
not boring.
It's like you haven't been to it enough, that's why I like you. I think that's crazy. I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me at all.
They don't find it unattractive that a woman would have inexperience because they feel like, you know, what's going to make that experience in the bedroom so powerful is not that she can bounce off the walls or knows all these tricks or knows all these sexual things and look, she's doing something like out of a porno. And what's appealing is that she's really excited to be there for him. She's present, she's loyal, she's committed, and he doesn't need her to be an acrobat. He just needs her to be loyal.
Guys, I was called insecure at a car dealership for not wanting a freaking car with 250,000 miles on it. You know, the only insecure one here is the cream gobbler that bangs everyone she knows. This 304 will pay a heavy price for her ignorance. The host said exactly what 90% of all men want.
Why is female empowerment all about liberation and choice, while men's empowerment is all about masculinity, duty, and sacrifice, which is actually the opposite of liberation and choice?
In society today, men are told, do what's right. But for women, they are told, do what's right for you, girl. And when you have no repercussions for your actions, you end up with girls like this.
I'm doing Bonnie Blue's petting zoo in June.
What's a petting zoo? Do I want to know?
Yeah, I mean, you can come and watch.
I'm good.
I am going to be tied up in a glass box. The public can come and use me in multiple ways.
Come like David Blaine? What do you mean in a glass box?
I want to be, it's like a zoo. I want people to be able to come and touch me.
In a box.
So it's going to be in a
Perspex box.
in a house, and then within the house is going to be a glass box.
And how big's the box? Is this like you?
Like 8 foot.
Have you seen you on Netflix?
Yeah, very much like that.
Oh, it's you in Netflix.
I love you.
Okay, yeah. I need to watch it. Okay, so a big Perspex box.
Yeah, this box is going to be filled with random strangers.
Okay, but why the box? You could just do it in a room. It just adds another element to it.
Because there's going to be some people that just want to stand back and watch. I want it to be like a zoo. I want it to be different. It's like a piece of art.
Okay, and is it free for people to come in?
Yeah, of course it's free.
Honestly, what a sad world we live in. Like, can you guys imagine if the roles were reversed? Imagine if a guy did this. It will be a huge uproar.
You see a high school football coach that gets arrested because he was having sex with girls in the high school. You'd be like, that piece of shit. Like, that motherfucker needs to go to jail. But if you see like some hot teacher in Florida getting taken away in handcuffs because she was banging a bunch of football players, the first thing you think is, which one of those told his mom?
Let's talk about soulless eyes in women. This rule doesn't necessarily only apply to women, it applies to men as well. And I'm using Bonnie Blue here as an example because she has these soulless, voided eyes that you can just read into and not see anything. So this is a trick that I actually learned in college from a criminal investigation class I took. And this is a tactic used by law enforcement to tell if a person actually has an antisocial disorder. So when I look into Bonnie Blue's eyes, and mind you, this doesn't mean that every person that has these type of eyes has an antisocial disorder. They could also be struggling from depression, soul loss, drainage. It doesn't necessarily mean that this person is a psychopath or a sociopath. The number one telltale sign that somebody has soulless eyes is if they are laughing and their eyes stay the same. The feeling of their eyes do not change. They could be happy, they could be sad. People with antisocial disorders always try and mimic these emotions, but their eyes, that energy just stays the same. Now, the physical attributes I see mostly in people that have soulless eyes is that the bottom here, like the under eye, kind of droops down, and this side up here is kind of put up more. And usually they do have this very blatant stare of nothing. They are just watching you. There's no emotion behind it. Again, this stare just lasts there. It doesn't matter if they are happy, sad, excited, like it just is there. This is something you see very often with people that have an antisocial disorder, psychopathy, narcissism at some points, if it's a high degree of narcissism. Again, I'm making this video so you guys are aware and you have tools against predators. I'm not making this video to say anything nasty about Bonnie Blue. I actually am very empathetic of people that suffer from any type of antisocial disorder or depressive disorder. I hope this helps.
Diddy and Bonnie would be a perfect match. A perfect match made in hell. Bonnie Blue gooned her soul away. As a matter of fact, Bonnie Blue has slept with so many dudes that she is starting to look like one.
Oh! Somebody! Oh! He needs some milk!
Haram. So is that legal right there? What? Prostitution?
They're only in the city.
Okay.
Can't touch them.
Can't touch them?
They're victims.
Human trafficking?
They need help. Exactly.
I see. Alright, see ya.
Oakland is an absolute joke. That dude is probably asking so he can actually get a deal with one of those Kareem guzzlers.
What would you do if you woke up one morning and I was just squatted over you, butt-ass naked, just straight queefing them things in your face? How do you even react?
Boy, this shit is laced.
Saying all that with the cross on your neck is crazy work.
I don't think no one, even at this table, would ever call me a 3. So that means I hurt your feelings. Duh.
Well, I'm a 10. No, if I'm a 10, I should be able to rate everybody whatever I want. I'm a 10.
Listen, I think that I hurt your feelings. That's what I'm saying.
that'll teach me. Ooh,
I think it hurt your
you got
feelings.
me.
I think it hurts your feelings.
You should take your wig off and say
It's
that.
not a wig.
That's rude.
Thank you for assuming. I think you're racist.
Why?
Wait, why would that
Because
be?
why would you think it was a wig?
Yeah, where'd that come from?
Because I can clearly see that it's fake. What do you
It's not
mean?
a wig. It's not a wig, but it can be extensions and not a wig, meaning my hair is mixed in with it. I just added a
You
little.
mean, okay, what are extensions?
Extensions is not a wig.
Fake hair?
Just say fake hair, don't say wig.
Oh, that's the same shit.
Is it just me? Or when she stood up, she looks like a 12-year-old boy wearing a dress. If ladies and gentlemen was a whole ass person, she looks like this guy in this next clip.
You're part of the problem, I think, with the hatred on trans people. It's really not that deep. Like, if someone wants to dress up however they want, that's totally fine.
Okay, so
and I think
I'm
that's
not
where the
preventing
hatred
you. I'm
comes
not
from.
preventing you from dressing up like this. However, let me ask you a question. I will
Go
flush
ahead,
this
go
out.
ahead.
So let's pretend you say you are a woman.
Yeah,
and
let's pretend.
I know you are a man, but I refuse to
But-
call you a woman.
Okay.
Who's the hateful one?
I would say you are. I mean, I wouldn't.
So
I
you're
wouldn't
gonna
appreciate
force
it.
me and shame
I'm not
me?
forcing
No,
you
hold
to
on a
do
second.
anything, man.
I'm the hateful one.
It's really just like common courtesy.
It is never
it that much
common
effort?
courtesy to lie. You do
Okay.
not become a thing just because you say it, you are the thing.
So-
And guess what? Nobody in the history of the species that was born XX or born XY and transitioned is able to change their chromosomes. Every
Yeah.
one of your cells is coded either XX or XY.
But
And it
that's
is an
where-
insult to women everywhere in this audience and across the country that's saying that you could just have wear makeup and dress like a woman, undergo surgery, that you magically become a woman. And
that's fine.
it is the abolition of women and is the
Yeah.
abolition of reality. And we see great unjust human suffering because of it.
This man is not dressing like a woman. He's dressing like a little girl, which makes it more disturbing. I swear, these types of people need serious help. Right in the non-binaries. Now, chat, take it away.
Perfect. Oh, it says Charlie is a Nazi. Wow.
So I know you're obviously very anti-trans.
No, I'm pro-reality.
Okay, if you were pro-reality, let me tell you a story that explains this sign a little
Let
bit.
me guess, all the Nazis were against trans people too, and therefore that makes me a Nazi.
Yeah, you mean the
Wait, hold on.
You mean all of the Nazis that was the first book burning.
Wait, hold on.
The first people, just like Donald Trump, the first people that Nazis went after were trans people and immigrants. And you fail to see the parallels with that.
Do you have a dog?
I do have a dog.
So
His
did
name's
Hitler. Are you a
Houdini. I love
Nazi?
him.
Oh my goodness. You have a dog, and so did Hitler. I can't believe it. Hitler had a dog. You have a dog. You're a Nazi.
Oh my God. Do you have short hair and fucked up teeth? You must be a Nazi,
Well,
motherfucker.
Let's elevate our discussion above personal insults. Let's try to. You see, the left can't debate, so they just call names. The left can't have a dialogue, so they just call names.
Charlie Kirk dismantled this guy with his own logic. You see, the left can't debate, so they spread hate. It's their temper tantrum time. You know you won the argument when they start with the personal attacks.
Hey, I don't know. What the fuck are they protesting about?
did you vote for a king? I ain't gonna lie, somebody put me on, I don't know what the fuck they voted about. Is that a random Canadian flag next to one of their flags? I don't understand.
I think it's for autism awareness.
I'm calling Trump on you, you illegal mother.
Would you support this book being banned?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay, so you think 10-year-olds should have access to this?
I do.
Yeah.
Just
Why
like
so?
any other book.
Should this be in a public school?
Yeah, why not? What's the problem with it? Woo, that's a lot.
It's a little bit, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a little bit.
Yeah.
Should this be banned?
I don't think so.
Would you be okay with your daughter having access to that in a public school?
Yes,
Okay. Why so?
because it's words on paper.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do these words talk about?
Sex,
Okay. What kind of sex?
oral, anal, vaginal,
Okay. And you would be what age would you be comfortable with her having access to this information?
any age.
You should be on a watch list.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Because you know what would happen if they went into the men's restroom looking like that? Probably get raped or made comments or harassed or bullied. And I'm done with this conversation.
How do you feel about the women who don't want people like that in their restroom?
Yeah, I'm done. Thank you. Have a good day.
All right. All right, we're off to a good start. We are at a specific youth pride event in St. Petersburg, Florida. If you are new to my channel, you've never watched me, this is my alter ego, Jenna Talia. I do not actually believe in this stuff, and I would never wear this. Anyway, I'm here to dress the part. Don't click away from the video if you're conservative. You want to be here, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Let's get going. There were recently, I think just last week, upwards of 600 books were removed from the Hillsborough County public school system. Did you hear about that?
I didn't hear that, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Are you against books being banned from elementary schools, middle schools, high schools?
I am, absolutely.
Perfect. So I have some paragraphs from the banned books here.
Protecting our children should not be political. These books should be nowhere near children. They are desensitizing and grooming our kids, point blank, period. Now, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
What is the very first thing you do when you wake up? Sleep again. What's worse than a breakup? Back then. Chief, excuse me. Who was the first person to walk on the moon? LeBron James. What do you miss the most after getting a job?
My jobless life.
If a person who sells flowers is called a florist, what about a person who sells fish? Shellfish. What is your favorite drink of all time? Breast milk. Sir, what is your ambition in life?
Ambition in life? To be the first man who step on the sun.
What do you call a person who is attracted to both males and females?
Bicycle?